guys, Jackie here, and welcome to another TTC update. I've decided to call this Cycle 1 because it is, even though we've been trying to conceive for about 4 years now, actually more than, this is the first cycle that I am documenting on YouTube. So in the titles you're going to start to see that it's Cycle 1, and I'll put in there that this is cycle day 14. So I'm very excited for that. So just a quick recap of everything that's been going on. We brought on the cycle with Provera, and then on cycle, so my cycle started May 5th. And on cycle day 5, I took 5 days of 50 milligrams of Clomid. And then as soon as ant flow stopped, I started using OPKs, and I talked a little bit about which ones I'm using and what they are in my last video, which I will link down below. And then now we are on cycle day 14. So if I have a regular 28-day cycle and the Clomid works wonders for me, then I should ovulate tomorrow. And I'm really excited about that. Just the potential of that happening is like, it blows my mind. So far, since tomorrow should be the day of ovulation, so far my OPKs, I haven't got a positive ovulation test yet, because it's not time. It's just not time. But it's going well. I do test twice a day because I feel like, well, what if in the morning it's not happening, but it happens in the afternoon? So, that's just what I do. Makes me happy. You could sit there and go, you're crazy, you're taking way too many tests, but I'm good with it. So yeah. So you should also know too that with PCOS, ovulation tests don't always work. So it's very possible that I could ovulate tomorrow and the test could be negative. Just because of the hormone imbalance and everything that's, I guess, wrong. That just happens, and I'm okay with that. I know that I knew when I bought the ovulation tests that they might not work for me, and that they could always be negative, which is another reason why I chose to go with the ones that I did, because I got 100 of them for $30, and versus if you go to like Target and buy them, they can be $30, $40 for 7. So yeah. I lost my train of thought, so I'm checking I have like a whiteboard where I write down everything I want to talk about. Okay, so other things that are going on. Since the OPKs might not work, I downloaded 2 apps onto my phone this week that are fertility apps. One of them is called Fertility Friend. I researched both of these and watched a lot of YouTube videos on them, and then I downloaded them both as a... Now I'm just going to kind of see like which ones I like. I don't want to use the term user-friendly, which is what I was thinking of saying, because what might be considered user-friendly to me, you might look at and be like, no, I don't like that. All right, so the first one is Fertility Friend, and wow, that looks really, really weird on screen. All right, but we need to be able to see all that. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to. There we go. It's a little bit better. It's not the best. So you have your calendar there. May 5th is when my cycle started, and then the 16th, 17th, and 18th those are my fertile days. And then it's hard to tell on here just because of the way that the glare is. There's a green circle around the 19th, and that's supposed to be when I ovulate. On here, you can also keep track of your basal body temp, and it will chart it for you. I don't currently take my basal body temp, so there's not going to be anything on this chart, but the chart kind of looks like that. That is awful. Oh my goodness, there we go. You can kind of see it better. So yeah, I have the calendar right now. The other one is called Kindara, Kindara, and it has that same sort of calendar style. What is up with that glare? Oh my, there we go. You can sort of see it. I'll put pictures at the end for you. because I haven't learned how to put them in the middle yet. does the same thing. It shows you, so like my cycle started on May 5th, and then it has May 5th, 6th, and 7th all have pink lines on them. Even though my period was much longer than that. It was 7 days, I think. Yeah, it was 7 days. Exactly. Well, in June, when my next one should start, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th all have pink dots on them. So I think that's kind of a roundabout, like, even though, yes, it started here, and, you know, this is when you can expect. So, and then it uses stars for your fertile days, and, yeah. And then it puts, like, a little blue box around what day it is. And, like, the one thing that I don't like about this is that the day that you are going to, that you're supposed to ovulate, it just has like little lines around the stars to make it look like it's shining bright, and it's hard to see because the star is teeny tiny and just in the corner. I do like that the other one has it has like the day is a different color than the rest of it. This does have a spot that you can chart. That is so awful. Like I said, I'll put pictures in the end of the video. And but on Kindara, you can track your basal body temperature as well as cervical mucus. Some women do that, or check their cervical mucus to predict ovulation. I don't. I just, yeah, no. So, but it will also chart those as well, which is great. So I'm using both of them just to see which one is more conducive to me, which one I like better, and we'll just go from there. So, let's see. OPKs, fertility apps. I have an iPhone. I download both of those for free in the App Store. I'm sure that they're probably on Android, but I don't know. Last one. Oh, I am going to start tracking my basal body temperature. Just because that is a good way to see if you have ovulated, which will help us out. That way, if the OPKs are wrong, and they're just not wrong's not really a good word. If they're just not working for me, then I can use my basal body temp to be like, oh, I ovulated yesterday. The only thing is from what I understand so far, and I don't understand a whole lot about the basal body temperature yet because I'm still researching, is that you get an indication after you ovulate. So, although TTCing, that means that a lot of baby dancing is like, hey, these are the days, so this is when we've got to be on it. So it just would be good to know if, I guess, the medicine's working, and that's one way to tell. Other than I do go in for blood tests on cycle day 21 and on 35, and 21 is to see if I ovulated, 35 is to see if I'm pregnant, so those sorts of things. So yes, so basal body temperature, I'm still researching. I have narrowed it down to like 3 different basal thermometers that I like, or that I think I might like. They all take your temperature 2 places past the decimal point, which is more accurate than just 1. Also, if you're wanting to track your basal body temp, don't just use your normal household thermometer that you use to see if you have a fever. Those won't work for it. You do need a basal thermometer. There are a few on Amazon, there are a few at some baby stores and stuff like that. You just gotta kind of look. And it is a bit, I did a Google search first, and then I checked out Amazon, and I checked out a couple of other stores on there. Once I decide which one I'm going to go with, I'll link it below, and if it's like, 2 weeks from now, I'll come back to this video and link it. So yeah, so last few things I'm going to talk about, just symptoms that I've had since being off the Clomid, is my emotions have been a little, I don't want to use the word extreme, but they have been fluctuating. Definitely not like jumping off the deep end angry, or, sitting in a puddle crying. That's not happening, but I can very easily, I've noticed, one of my husband and I's favorite things to do before he goes to work, because he works nights, sort of, like he goes into work in the middle of the afternoon, and he works until like midnight, 1 in the morning, is we watch reruns of Boy Meets World before he goes to work. It's just kind of his thing. that while he's getting ready, we turn it on and everything. And the past couple of days, because even on the weekends, Boy Meets World is on. So I cried during one of the episodes. And I talked about this, I think, in my last video a little bit. I don't cry at things, hardly ever. It really, really takes a lot to get me to cry. And my mom can attest to that. Hopefully she will comment below and say, no, she never cries. But yeah, I found myself crying over Boy Meets World and a few other shows, which is really strange. So I don't want to say like my emotions are like extreme, but that was weird for me. Very weird. I've also been a little tired lately. I've had a few days where I feel like I just need a nap to make it through the rest of the day. And that's not normal either. So definitely way too early for that to be like pregnancy exhaustion. I'm going to chalk it up to hormones and moving furniture. So we're getting ready for our moms to come visit. So my mother-in-law and my mom are coming to town soon. And so we're getting the house ready, and that means moving some furniture around. And so I'm chalking it up to that we've just been doing a lot of extra work around the house. So that's all that I've got for you this week, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, I've gotten a few questions lately in my inbox on YouTube. So even though I know I have 15 or 20 subscribers, if you have any questions for me, whether it be about my TTC journey, what we're doing, those sorts of things, or even just about life in general, then feel free to ask me in the comments below, and if I get enough questions, then I will do an Ask Jackie video. So yeah, now this is getting long. So anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. Like I said, if you have any questions for me, leave them below, and I'll try and put them all into one video. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.